Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. As promised, this is the second check-in video for week one. Reminder, week one was extended. You don't have anything due until the 12th, which is Sunday into day. And as I record that, that is 9 days away. So you still have a lot of time, which is great. I did that on purpose, and it really works because we have a long holiday weekend now. So you have a little bit of extra time to get your work done. One thing I'll mention, I noticed two issues when I started recording this second video. I had the course schedule wrong, the time. So I fixed that. It's 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And reminder, it's an online course, so we check attendance by making sure that you submit your homework on time. So I made sure that was updated there. And the calendar was also wrong, so I edited that. And I made sure that your due dates and your class times are located when they're supposed to be. So if you look at the due date, of course, end of day for your Module 1 review questions. One thing I also wanted to mention for week one and the remaining weeks, it's actually going to start more on week two. I'm going to do everything I can to have more updated material. Some feedback that I got was when I record the lectures, just making sure to record more than just the PowerPoint. So I'm going to try to find other examples, and they might be supplemental videos as well that I record and talk through some interesting facts that might be related to medical law and ethics. So I'm going to do everything I can there to make things more engaging. I have awesome reviews the majority of the time, but some positive feedback that I had, what areas to change and improve upon is just updating things. So I'm going to do that with you guys. I'm going to do that with my other law and ethics class as well, and really work to make sure that you guys are feeling engaged and your learning method personally is engaged as well as we go through this course together. So just a reminder, I know I talked a little bit about Module 1 in the first video, but we're on Module 1 right now, and just kind of the way to go through each module when they come up. The first thing that you want to do is read Module 1. So Chapter 1, of course. Make sure you read Chapter 1, Introduction to Medical Law and Ethics, in your textbook. Once you do that, you have 2 lectures this week. I had to move some things around there, so that's why there's a little bit of bump in the video. But the thing that I was noting after you read Chapter 1, you have 2 lectures. So the reason there's 2 lectures for this module specifically is because I found that just the PowerPoint didn't give you a broad overview of the legal system like I wanted. So that's why I included Module 1, Lecture 1. It's a little old, but it's got a lot of great information in there that I think you're really going to appreciate from the perspective of how does law work. And that hasn't changed, at all in the past almost forever, right? So, common law is how things originated from England, and some of this information, it's about 5 or 6 years old now since I recorded that video, but it's pretty much the same. The newer video is Module 1, Lecture 2, and that focuses more on the textbook in general, so that's why there's 2 lectures. I am also, like I mentioned, going to include more lectures just to make sure there's some relevant information and some kind of latest developments in society today that we can really relate to from the perspective of medical and ethics. I'm going to try to find some cases and some other interesting facts that I think you might be interested in as time goes on. So just connect that way. You do have 2 PowerPoints, Module 1 PowerPoint number 1 for the first lecture and Module 1 PowerPoint number 2 for the second lecture. So be sure to take a look at that for additional insight. You can print that and take notes. You can do whatever is easiest for you. But just a reminder for the Module 1 review questions, it's going to mainly be on the first lecture, and then moving forward, the review questions will be mainly on just general information related to that module that we're looking at. So more aligned, I would say, with the PowerPoint. So I want to make sure that you have a clear understanding of law and ethics before we jump into specifics about medical law and ethics. All right, so that's why it's listed that way. I like these 2 videos. I've included them for a little while. Why is healthcare so expensive? And then you've also seen a lot of people, a lot of businesses really jump into healthcare. Amazon, CVS, Walgreens. I'll say they've jumped into healthcare, and some have pulled back because healthcare is super expensive. There's a lot of regulation behind it. You can do it right and make money financially. So these are public companies. And that's the majority of the reason they jumped in. I don't want to speak for them per se, but there's a market cap there, like $4 trillion market. It's probably closer to $4.5 trillion now. But there are benefits for these large systems jumping in. and there's also issues as well. So watch that video. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's from the Wall Street Journal. And then why is healthcare getting more expensive? So I think that's another thing to note. One of the reasons is, the litigious environment of um, medical law and ethics, right? So you can be pretty much sued for a variety of different things, and um, you have to have insurance. You have to have malpractice insurance if you're a provider. If you don't, it's a high risk there. A lot of people get sued, and that definitely helps, or it doesn't help. It definitely increases the cost of delivering care because that's something that's allocated in to what we pay. So keep that in mind as we go through healthcare. I don't have all the answers by any means, but we'll try to stick to the facts and get information done that way. You got some notes in a smaller handout here, which are for Module 1 as well. Again, I won't have 2 lectures the majority of the time, but this first module is important. But your first module review questions are not due until the 12th. I know I already mentioned that, but make sure you get those done before their due date. It says 11/16 here. It shouldn't say that, so I'll edit that to make sure it says the 12th. Again, Blackboard Ultra is a little new for me, so I'm having to update things to make sure they're correct. So if you notice something that seems off, I'll make that change, and I'll definitely give you the credit for letting me know. But keep up the good work. Jump into Module 1. Some of you already done that. And if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help you in any way. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks so much. Keep up the great work.